What is going on, guys? Apple Fox here, and in today's video I'm going to show you my list of all the things I want Apple to change. Of course, in terms of iOS, so all the features, all the things that should have been gone or completely different are going to be listed out in my video. Don't think of it as something like a hate on Apple. I'm not hating in any case because iOS 10 is great, but there are so many places where it could be better. Now let's begin. The first thing I just don't understand, like why it exists, is a 3D touch toggle of the camera app. When you apply force on the camera icon, you get these toggles. Take selfie, record video, record slow-mo, and also take photo. The last mentioned, the take a photo toggle, does not make a lot of sense to me. What does it basically do? Well, it lets you to take a photo right away. But when you simply click on the camera icon, it makes the very same thing. Why would you bother with force pressing on the icon and swiping all the way down to the toggle when you can do it a lot faster? The 3D touch was made to make our lives easier, and this is definitely something else. I understand that when you use the slow motion mode, for example, in camera, and you leave the app and then come back, you're again in a slow motion. That is because you have the preserve settings toggle turned on. Otherwise, it automatically resets to the classic photo mode. So at the end, you always have the option to take a photo when you open up camera, so the toggle doesn't make sense. I have never used this feature, so that's why I think it should be changed or removed completely. Another thing I noticed when using my iPhone is that sometimes when I 3D touch somewhere, I don't get the haptic feedback at all. I said sometimes, but it happens quite often, to be honest, even 5 times a day. This is something Apple needs to work on because it's kind of annoying. Have you guys ever experienced this thing or bug? Because I'm not sure if it's only me. If yes, then just let me know about it down below in the comments. Now, when you double press the home button, it of course gets you to the multitasking page. In iOS 10, the multitasking panel looks like this. You of course know this, but the problem is that not all people are right-handed. If you are right-handed, and most of the people are, then you don't have any problem with scrolling through the open apps. But if you happen to be left-handed, it is kind of weird to navigate a multitasking page using your left hand and left thumb. So what I'm trying to say is that an operating system like iOS 10 should have an option for those people as well. It's not that of a big deal to put the toggle to switch it to the other side somewhere in the settings. Another thing that does not make any sense to me is the option to hide individual photos in your camera roll. So let's say you want to hide a photo you don't want others to see. You're not locking it because this is not something you can do without jailbreak. So you just want to put it somewhere so it's not easy to find. That's actually the point of this feature. When you click hide on a photo, it makes it hidden. When going to the albums, you may notice the folder called hidden photos, which is super easy to find. What does it mean? Well, it's pointless. Apple should rather add a possibility to lock individual photos instead of this misunderstood feature. And the final one is something I already talked about in my previous videos. But since then, a lot of updates have been dropped and nothing has changed about it. Well, the problem is when connecting my iPhone to the Apple TV. When swiping up to access the control center, you have there the option to turn on AirPlay mirroring. But the catch is that by doing this, everything you do on your phone is going to be visible on TV. And if you want to show someone a couple of photos, you don't want them to see anything else. So you have to go to Photos, and there you need to choose the photo to show up on the TV. In iOS 9, it used to be a lot more comfortable. When talking about iOS, there has been released the 4th beta of iOS 10.3. I didn't really talk about it, and the reason for this is very simple. There's nothing to talk about, no visible changes, so there's no point to make a video just for that. We actually got to the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching. By the way, we have recently hit 2,000 subscribers, so it's just amazing. Thank you guys for this. Hope you're having a great day, and see you next time.